What's up, guys? It's Roberto from the Media.
What's up, guys? Tommy from TK Auto Works, and this is the TK Auto Works podcast that we've been doing.
Yeah. First of the year.
First one of the year. We kind of dropped the ball.
Literally on January 1st. So we already missed a whole month.
Yeah.
We've had some crappy weather, and it kind of kept us from doing it last couple weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, the weather's been bad. Tennessee had some kind of crazy weather moves. Well, actually, I think the whole
United States pretty much.
Yeah. But and Roberto has finally got the dream set up that he's been dreaming camera-wise.
Man. It's been, I mean, how long?
What?
I want to say it's almost 4 or 5 months of tinkering little things back and forth. I'll put something, I'll get a part that I thought I wanted, and then I'll put that on there and I didn't really love that.
Yeah.
But we're rolling now. The audio is great.
Yeah.
The video is great. Stabilization is great.
Yeah, I think this will pretty much be our setup from here on out.
Now we just gotta
make
content.
yeah, pretty much. So we're just Happy New Year's, because this is the first video, and we're gonna go over drop a comment below what your goals in 2025 is, and we're just gonna go over some things we got planned for 2025, and I don't know, try to get this thing rolling, because it's already February.
Right. Well, next year probably won't be an issue, because I'll have the Subaru and with all-wheel drive.
Yep.
Which it really wasn't even that bad, the snow, but I kind of rather not risk it. Once we got all-wheel drive, it won't be an issue.
Yeah, vehicles are too expensive.
Right. And fixing things is like a whole thing too. By the way.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It could take months of dealing with.
Well, it's mostly because the people ain't there to do it. You know what I'm saying? When you got less and less people in the field.
Sadly, that's
and I mean it's the same thing to us. Like, we're booked out to July, and it's only February. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, guys, if you're watching and if you're interested in cars, get into the field. I think you have to look at it. There's a big learning process. Don't get hooked on the tool trucks. Only buy what you need, and don't buy it all at once. Tool here, tool there. Don't get into the big scheme of you can pay $19 for the rest of your life.
There's that meme of a snap-on wrench that somebody put it, he got it around World War II. Yeah. And he's my granddad, he's got the snap-on. He's only got 2 more payments left.
Right. Yeah.
That stuff is crazy.
And I mean, Harbor Freight's got a good box.
Oh yeah. What is their good brand?
Icon.
Yeah, Icon's great.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Videos. Side to side with snap-on.
Yeah.
It's pretty much on point.
And like I said, we use it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got a Cornwell box and all that stuff, but it was just none of it was put on credit. Either
that's where people mess up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start putting all these payments, and you're like, $20 here, $30 there. Before you know it, you got several $100s every month that are, like a slave to your money, every single month. So that's where you kind of mess up.
So just with anything in life, I would say save and then buy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's save and buy, and only get the necessary stuff that's in your field, because I think that's I bought the bare minimum, worked with it for X amount of years, and then slowly started buying stuff, and just try to stay if I couldn't afford it that week, then I just don't buy it. And I guess I've been like that all my life. So maybe that's what we'll make a video about financial stuff.
I think that would do well.
We want to help out you guys, and we want to see everybody succeed and do great. And you don't really learn these things in school.
No, it's just, if you follow what they're teaching you to just go to school, get a couple $100,000 in debt that you can't ever not pay. Like there was like a thing where like some people's Social Security was taken because of they still owed student loans. And I'm not saying all debt is bad.
Oh no.
There's debt that can make you money.
Yes.
You just have to be smart about it.
Yeah.
For the most part, anything that you buy that you can grab this tool or even a car. Like let's say you grab a car, spend a little bit of money, and flip that and make a couple thousand.
Yep.
That was a good debt if you do it that way.
Yeah, because if you don't have all the capital to get
right.
it, then no, I recommend that too. Because I mean, heck, I even do that. Like, I mean, just because a 6% loan that on a car you're going to make 10,000-15,000, then what's 6%?
That's a good investment right there.
What's 10%? Like, yeah. So as long as and I mean that's what a lot of people do with the real estate too.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like, well, and you use it to leverage, like
potential things that you want to buy in the future.
That and then your debt is actually not reported income, so like you use that to show losses and stuff like that.
Definitely. There's ways around that, and you kind of just have to work around it. And like Tommy said, they just don't really teach you these things.
Yeah.
And nowadays, there's actually like a bunch of gurus and people that are telling you a lot of fake information that, like, if it sounds too good to be true, it's probably not true.
Yeah.
There's like a middle ground where you can kind of, some things are good, some things you can work, but you know, there's people out there saying that you don't have to pay taxes anymore. That like you with a LLC, you can avoid this and that. Like that doesn't exist.
And
you're asking for an audit.
Well, yeah, and I would just, I mean, unless you really trust somebody,
right.
just do like, because that's why I take it to a CPA or somebody that knows more than me. Like, I know how to work on cars. I don't know how to do that. Like, so, and if she tells, like, I just take her all the information. She does, and says like, Tommy, you owe this, and I'm like, okay, but yeah, I don't recommend just not pay your taxes or anything, because that isn't going to be good.
No. But anyways, kind of switching it back to the car stuff.
Right.
I guess really this podcast, we don't really have anything planned to say other than just sort of the things that we plan to do this year on the future. Primarily, I mean, besides the customers' cars, I guess you're trying to finish your Supra.
Yeah, guys.
Getting nearly there.
Yeah, and we got a fab work to do. We got to get the fuel system plumb, new radium hanger in, and then we're replacing all the lines from the back of the car to the front of the car. And then Josh is going to come in and do fab work. We're going to do a shop update video for you. And so you can actually check out our new fab area that, Josh is going to come in and start working part-time and knocking out some of our fab stuff. So it's pretty cool because now, like, he's always been off-site and did it out of his location, but now he's going to come in and do a little bit here.
Which would actually save a lot of money and a lot of time, because you got to get the car from here to there.
Yep.
And it's not crazy far, but you got to load it up on the trailer. Yeah. It's not something you just grab the car and you're there.
No.
It's probably like a couple hour deal where like now, boom, it's here.
Probably about an hour to get everything loaded up. And then, the hike over there, unload it. So, I mean, it's probably a 2 hour ordeal overall.
It's a long time that you're saving.
Yeah, but that's just to get it over there, and then you got that to get it back, and then but now he can pop in. He's got full welder, bandsaw, everything over here, table. But yeah, so I think it's going to be a good thing because we got a lot of big projects coming up.
Yeah.
And we got a K series and going in a BRZ that he's going to have to fab a turbo kit for.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, so there'll be a lot more on that on the channel, guys, too. But yeah, and then I think me and Roberto, we're going to try to go out to Colorado this year to go to Slush. They brung it to Nashville. We've showed y'all a little bit of videos, but I kind of want to just bring you all along from the view of like an attendee instead of like, it's hard for us to
in particular, like an attendee that's, you know, traveling, like a flying attendee, because that's what we're going to do.
Right.
Kind of like a different perspective, and we might do like a vlog type thing at the airport and all that. You know, that's not the kind of thing we normally do, but might as well, because we're already be there with all this gear. You know.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, it's kind of hard for me to show you as a business being a vendor at the event, because you know, like I don't go out as much as I used to, but you know, once we're out and everybody wants to talk, and you know, they want to bounce ideas and you know, go over their build, and I enjoy that, so it's no problem.
And I'll be back there with a setup that we were talking about, which will make it real easy to kind of do all these things.
Yeah, and then we can do big ride-alongs and stuff out there, and like I said, just really hopefully what we can build the national event into. And you know, Phil's probably going to come on at one point while we're out there, and we'll probably do like a podcast on his and stuff.
And another thing is, like, not only we're going there this year, it's also going to come to Nashville as well.
Yep.
And then you guys will be
they go to, I think there's one in California, Arizona. I'll get Roberto to drop the list up here, because if you're in any of those areas and you want to go,
it's a badass car show.
Yeah, I mean, it's everything in one, and it's like you can go road race, drag race, drift. I mean, even do hot laps, because they usually try to team up with like a track location. So I mean, like I said, it's just, I mean, it's such a good event for what I think is like relatively cheap money to go out and participate in these events. And it's not competition based. It's just go out here to have
People
fun.
have fun. Yeah. Which is kind of like what it was all supposed to be. But lately it's just like they want to see that number, whether there's the horsepower or you know, the pass or whatever. And like, that's cool, but the experience, talking to people. Something really interesting about that show that I like is that you probably more likely to kind of collect ideas from other sides of, you know, like let's say you're into drifting, like you might kind of catch something from a drag guy. Oh wow, okay, maybe this can work, maybe that can work, you know. Where like normally if you're just going to a drag show, that's all it is. Right. If you're just going to a drift show, that's all it is. If you're going to a car show, it's all people trying to make it look pretty.
And it has a car show.
And so, I mean, literally, it's just a good show for the whole family. They can kind of go out there, and there's something for everybody.
Yeah, because even Chase has the drift carts, so you can actually like.
Those are fun.
Yeah, you can get out there and play with the drift carts, because he has a slew of them that he rents out at the event. And it's or you can buy them from him. Yeah, Big Kid Energy. Yeah.
I got one. It's awesome.
But yeah, I hopped on one, but I couldn't figure it out. I gotta have a steering wheel.
He's good.
Yeah,
Like it takes a little bit of practice to get to that point. He's out there. He'll drift. We're like in a spot where you're for sure gonna hit something. He was just like,
yeah. So because he was actually trying to show me, but I guess like instead of the handbrake, it unlocks the back wheel so it can float, and then you gotta maneuver it from then. But it was just, I don't know, I like just steering wheel and an actual handbrake.
That's how I do it. He does it the other way around.
Yeah,
I got you.
He's like, no, you want to just drop that, but like I said, it's something that you can get in and come out
and having some fun. You know, get you some food, and just like I said, hang out.
Yep.
It's a really good show.
So, like I said, we want to take y'all along and show like we want to be the attendees instead of like a vendor, and show
to be able to enjoy the
show. So we can actually get to what we need to, and all that stuff. And we can still talk about build and stuff, because I'm pretty sure we'll get approached and all that. But that's like part of it,
right?
But so we're going to plan to go out there. We plan to do. I don't know if we're going to have time this year to go to Texas 2K or FL2K, because we're going to really try to prep for GTR Fest again this year.
Try to take a car there.
Yes, yeah. Like I'll probably take the Supra, but I don't know if we're going to have Adrian's car back together. So we might be trying to get this new engine in my Midnight Purple and have it ready. So because they have a JZ class too, but we would rather bring a GTR.
Right. It's GTR.
I mean, right. Yeah. So like I said, my main goal this year is, I just would like to get the Super done, up and running. But if we need to get the purple GTR single turbo swapped and everything, then we'll probably shoot for that too.
Yeah.
And then we got a big list of GTRs that we got to finish and get them running for customers.
Yeah. And that's kind of been the whole thing lately, where you just been trying to crank up all these cars. It's not easy with just you and Adrian.
Yeah.
A big thing. It was a little bit last year, but I think this year it's going to be even more so. Just getting Subarus and really a lot of other chassis, but in particular Subarus and 2 Holtec's.
Yep.
That's going to be a big one. And just modernizes everything.
Yeah, and they just released a new ECU, the S3, that this week I got to play with, and really like the Wi-Fi capabilities. It does seem like it I don't know, it just works better.
Nice.
Like but also it was kind of cool being able to like Wi-Fi connect to it, and when you're out and driving around, you don't have to have a cable and everything, and it works really seamlessly. And then you can actually use your phone too, to connect to it and all that.
And I'm sure, like, if you're doing a pool with a laptop by yourself, it's probably a little bit more likely to disconnect, or actually wouldn't disconnect because it's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Where, like, sometimes you might do a pool and you got the laptop there and the cable will just kind of come off, and then that data log, it's not on there because it got disconnected like 1 millimeter. You know what I mean?
It would still be on there because that's the good thing about Haltech.
That's right.
It actually records it internally.
Into the internal.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Haltech is just awesome.
And we started setting them up a new way where pretty much it records all the data it can after, like, it goes above like 750 RPMs. So then I can go through the whole drive and check areas and go over everything and make sure everything's in spec. And then we also set safeties, so if it's like a half AFR off, then it's going to trip a light and stuff. Right. And then if it exceeds boost limit or drops fuel pressure or
whatever. Yeah. And that's my favorite part about it, like all the extra power and tunability and all that. Like, that's good, but just like having all those safeties, because these cars are not cheap.
No.
It's not even about the money. Like, well, obviously the money is a big factor, but like just the time it takes to get one of these up and running and broken in and all that. You're talking about months and months.
Yep.
Getting parts from literally all over the world to do what we want them to do. But another thing, you got a 240.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
never thought of you got a 240. There you go.
Why not? It's another S chassis.
Right.
But yeah, I picked up a cheap 240. Y'all see that in another video. But I mean, it has an SR in it, so that's a little sneak peek.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, we just plan on really hopping at it this year and trying to get caught up. And then try to get back to just making some content. We're probably going to go to like streetcar takeovers locally, and because once the Super is running, like, I'm want to go to events and run it and have fun and take it to the track, because Adrian's car is like fully coming back apart. So like he's going to do a cage.
Oh wow! Yeah, he's going all out.
Yeah, he's going to do a cage. He's going to do new motor, and like I said, he's just going to really try to get it to the next level. Like, we really exceeded the spec of his 2026.
I'll say.
But I mean, like I said, it went mid-9, so on a 26 with a turbo 400.
Supplies there's not a hole in that block.
Right.
That just goes to show you, you get the right parts and tune it right, where, all the power comes up top. Like,
yep, and it'll stay together.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think he's going to just stick with like a put together RB30 this go around because he's wanting to go build it. But he had some stuff happen with his house, and that kind of changed his plan. So, but yeah, guys, that's our plan for 2025 is try to get all that happening. Drop a comment below of what you would like us to talk about, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.